So the idea behind the Insightful Families program is looking at all these different aspects of what a family is and how to sort of help them develop mentally well from infancy throughout the lifespan. So we're looking at how to give parenting tips. We're looking at how to transition as a couple. We're looking at how to do just different cohesive activities to become one as a family.
The whole family unit is huge. It's kind of seeing it as one unit versus individually. If you guys are working together at home, then it just provides for a safer and happier environment for everybody in the home.
I think this program is super important because there's so much back and forth that you hear as far as what to do, how to parent, how to be a family, what's healthy, what's not. And so many people tell you that there is not a right or a wrong. And while it is very individualistic, there truly is a good way, a bad way, a right way, a wrong way. And so it's coming together to figure out what are those things that can have us benefiting the healthiest we can while still maintaining our individual aspects of what makes us a family.
Early intervention is very important when it comes to children counseling. If you're having a problem early on and you don't get it fixed, then, or if you don't handle the problem, then it can escalate. So early intervention for any behavioral or emotional problems is always key in everything. Oftentimes behavioral issues at home or in the school. So trying to figure out ways if they're angry and they're acting out, parents come in and say they're having behavior problems, when often it's just they need to learn to express themselves in a different manner when they're angry. We have a lot of children that are diagnosed with ADHD, so helping them learn tricks at school and at home to help with that. Sometimes we get trauma for children if they've experienced some type of hardship in their life that we have to process with them.
There could be certain things that families start to see that make them realize, oh shoot, maybe it's time to start going into family therapy. I would say if there's a lot of tension in the household, if there are some of those like two different values at work, because I was raised this way and my husband was raised this way, and now it's tearing a rift in how we function as a family. If you're starting to see an influence on the children and not sure where to go, if you're arguing about how to parent and not sure where to go, anytime that there's any sort of disagreement on family norms, I think that it's a good idea to come in and say, hey, I feel this way and this person feels this way. Who's right, who's wrong, what do we do?
Couples counseling is, it's a space for two people to come together and talk about things that they don't feel comfortable talking about on their own. Like sometimes having a third party is just beneficial. People come into couples counseling for, a multitude of reasons. Sometimes communication, I think, is like the biggest barrier and like cause for issues sometimes, because sometimes you just don't feel comfortable talking about things that are upsetting you. People come in for financial stress. People come in for difficulties with like intimacy or difficulties in, telling the truth to the other, being open and honest with the other person.
The Gottman training therapy has to do a lot with couples work. And with couples, this is such an important piece of family therapy because this is sort of the head of the family. And if we need to, if the family's going to come together, then the head of the family needs to be together and has to be on board with the same values and goals and what this looks like. Using the Gottman method in family therapy is extremely helpful and extremely crucial. Now, again, this could be a situation where maybe we need to separate, do some couples work before we come back as a family as a whole. However, there are different ways to communicate, different ways to analyze our values, different ways to deal with tension and conflict that can be used not only for a couple but for a family as well.
Working with couples, it's cool to see it work, see couples walk out with a smile on their face. Even different activities, I've had couples who are super unhappy whenever they get here, and then we do a couple techniques and at least they're giggling on the way out. Maybe not everything's solved and over, but just seeing them be able to see the other side even for a couple minutes and see that they can be happy and they can work through things, I think is cool.